Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Corporal Stanley. Today I'm bringing you guys a PvP guide for beginners. I'm going to give you guys some good tips and tricks to get into the game and to start getting a bit more sweaty in your lobbies. When it comes to guns, the guns I'd recommend you using in the beginning is Stitcher, a Kettle, or a Ferro. You know, these guns are insane at all levels. Depending on how fast your trigger finger is, the Kettle is nice, but I personally prefer the Stitcher. So Stitcher with an extended mag, a nice horizontal grip, because I prefer the horizontal grips because horizontal recoil is a lot more difficult to control than vertical recoil, because vertical is one directional, where horizontal recoil you've got to try and control two directions. So if the horizontal recoil is covered, it's a lot easier to control the vertical. So here's my tier list, guys. So this is just from my experience. I have a good few hundred hours in the game already, and from my experience, the base Stitcher is plus tier. If you put any attachments on it, it just gets that much better. Kettle, I would say, is B to A tier, depending on how fast your trigger finger is. But for me, I'll just put it in the A tier. Rattler is trash. I hate this gun. I would say it's D or C tier. I'll keep it the benefit of the doubt and put it in C tier. The Ferro is definitely S tier, especially if you get it leveled up to level 4. It's cheap to craft, easy accessible. I mean, you can find them almost anywhere. Beretta, I really enjoy the Beretta. I would say the Beretta is on the same kind of scale as the Kettle. It's just the Kettle you can shoot a bit faster depending on how fast your trigger finger is. Anvil's S tier, it's basically a Ferro but shoots faster and has a magazine. El Toro, S tier, Arpeggio, A tier. Decked out Arpeggio with attachments is A tier. Venator is S tier, is the best gun in the game for me at the moment. Renegade as well, I would say it's around here somewhere. In my opinion, the Ferro is a little bit better because it's more easy accessible, it's cheaper to craft, but in raw damage output per second, I would say the Renegade's better. Hairpin is trash. Osprey, I would say it's good. You don't really need any attachments or anything to make this gun good. Torrent, I would put it in A tier, especially a full decked out Torrent. This gun is insane. If you put the kinetic converter on this gun, it is, with the extended barrel, it's crazy, really crazy. Bobcat S tier, Tempest S tier, Bettina B tier, and Hullcracker D tier. And I guess these are all PvE weapons, so I would just put these here. But my two favorites out of all of these weapons is the Venator and the Renegade. It's my favorite combo at the moment. Obviously, because with the security breach nerfs, these are a lot harder to come by. So when you do get them, I mean, they would be much better. They would be up here, but yeah, they're just very difficult to get. So I would say in terms of price to damage, I would put it like this. So now I want to go over movement with you guys. If you guys are looking to regain stamina while you're running, you can use this technique. So if you're running and sliding, you'll regain a little bit of stamina each time you do this. So if you're looking to get to an extract quickly, or you're looking to get across the map quite quickly, just slide, you'll regain some stamina and you can keep going. A nice little tip as well, if you've got a shotgun or basically any weapon that can hip fire accurately, you can slide out from cover, shoot and dive back in. Same on this side, slide out, shoot and dive back in. This has really saved me a few times. You can get people that's standing behind cover camping like little rats. Another cool tip that I have for you guys, with zip lines especially, if you want to get going up the zip line a little bit quicker than normal, you can run up to the zip line, jump and then grab it. You'll have a little bit more momentum so you can get going a bit easier. If you really want to get fancy as well, you can run, jump, and you can grab onto things. and it will basically negate the full damage. Another cool little tip I have is if you roll just before you get to the bottom, you'll also negate full damage. That saved me so many times. And then when it comes to ladders, what you can do as well, when you're up at the top and you want to get down the ladder really quickly, you can run off the ledge and grab the ladder when you hit the bottom, and then you'll slide down a lot quicker than normal. If you want to do the silent prop on the zipline, like on Control Tower, on Damn Battlegrounds, or on Spaceport, or anywhere really that has a very high zipline, we call it the silent drop. You can fall off and grab it just before you hit the bottom, and they won't be able to react by the time you get to the bottom. If you do screw it up, your character will go into like a roll animation to try and negate the full damage. Okay, now let's go over healing combos. So obviously these are the best heals that you can get in the game. You can also use herbal bandages. Herbal bandages will also work, it just won't heal you to full HP, like completely full. You'll have a little bit that's not full. So you can hit a sterilized bandage and then a Vita shot, and in seconds you would have reset and been at full health. You can also do this with the shield recharger and the surge shield recharger. So as you can see, I've got a heavy shield. You can hit a normal shield recharger and then the surge shield recharger, and it will get you back to full shield. If you're using a blue shield, it will overheal, but I mean, that's the price you pay to get to full shield quickly and get it reset. It will catch your enemies off guard, and you'll probably catch them lacking and being overzealous. Stim shots are basically you run forever. So the trick that I showed you earlier in the movement with the sliding will basically help you out if you don't have any stims left, but stims will let you run forever, because when you hit a stim, you will have a short period where you won't use any stamina. So if you hit a stim and you use a dodge, it generally doesn't use any stamina. So let's go over some utilities now. Utilities are nice because they help you get across the map quickly. Like with the ziplines are quick to set up and they allow you to get around real quick. You also have the snap hook, but the snap hook is obviously a legendary item. So the snap hook, what you can do is you can use the snap hook to help you get around quickly. Okay, it's not working the way I wanted to now. And it will help you get around quite quickly. Some grenades, trigger grenades, obviously my favorite. 2 trigger grenades will kill someone very quickly, and you can also detonate them before it gets to the target. Heavy fuse grenades are also nice, but the issue is if you throw a heavy fuse grenade close, it won't detonate straight away. There's obviously a timer, but if you throw it at around 40 meters, it will basically detonate as it hits the ground, which is nice. You can use it to get enemies out from behind cover or anything like that. Your light grenades are also quite broken. You can use them to like reset, so you can throw it at an enemy to get them to stay behind cover while you're moving between cover. There's many different ways that you can use them. And please as well use barricades. Barricades, they really help you out a lot. You can use them to block doorways. So once you get inside, you know, you can use it like this and it will block the doorway so that you can't get through. So you can use it on like blue gates. If you downstairs underground, you can put it up by a doorway to force people to go through a certain way that you've obviously trapped out. Okay, here's a few more tips for you guys. If you come over to workshop, your gear bench. So these are some augments that you can use. These will obviously be the ones you'd start with. For me, the combat is the worst augment in the game. I don't see the point in using it. My absolute favorite augment in the game is the looting MK3 Survivor. You get 3 safe pockets. You can crawl literally forever on the ground if you get down and you're able to get away. It's got the best shield compatibility, as you can use a light and a medium shield. The combat obviously allows you to use the heavy shield. The heavy shield I wouldn't recommend using on a normal day to day. I would recommend maybe using it in either like Stella Montis, something like heavy indoors PvP areas. Otherwise, there's no real value for it because you get reduced movement speed. And yeah, you just have to run a crappy augment in order to use it. But yeah, if you read on all the augments, they've got some special traits like this. Restores 2 health every 5 seconds. When damage is taken, the effect is paused for 30 seconds. Upon shield break, administers a weak adrenaline shot and has a fixed cooldown. And while downed and stationary, health regenerates up to 75% of max downed health. I run a medium shield for pretty much everything. That's why I feel like this is the best augment in the game. This one's also good. It's a good starter one because upon shield break it deploys a small smoke grenade. There's nothing else really that I could recommend using here. Another system I'd like to talk about though is in the refiner. This is like a staircase or type of system. I don't really know how else to explain it. So you can make mechanical components. This will make advanced mechanical components, which will then, you know, take you to like magnetic accelerators. Same with the electrical components, can make you advanced electrical components, etc., etc. Arc circuitry, you'll need to recharge your shields, especially the medium shield. This, you use this for the medium shield. Light shield, you only use plastic parts and rubber parts, I think. But there's nothing else really that we could talk about here. If you'd like a guide on leveling up your workbenches, let me know. Mine not upgraded yet because I just done the expedition. So this is the skill tree I'm using at the moment. I'm going for a movement based skill tree because I'm hoping that some of the abilities here will be patched. But if you're wanting more looter PvE style, you know, you can go for the security breach, and up to your equipped weapon has less impact on your encumbrance. It helps a lot. So I'm gonna go mainly into movement. I'll leave a detailed skill tree linked in the description below. So for some good settings, that I run, most important one for me is in the audio tab, night mode. Please put this on. You'll hear footsteps a lot better. So when we're in the settings tab, so some good settings that I have for you guys today is under the audios tab, please engage night mode. It will change your game completely. You'll hear so many more footsteps. It kind of boosts the low sounds, so like footsteps and that type of stuff, you'll hear them a lot easier. Another insane tip that's helped me a lot is I mapped my shoulder swap to my mouse button. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, so I mapped this to my mouse button. It's a lot easier, a lot more comfortable for me to get to. And also I can be moving in any direction then while swapping shoulders. It just helps me out so much. When it comes to mouse and keyboard, running standard really. I haven't changed anything and I'm running on 800 DPI. And then for graphics, I'm not running on stretched res. I prefer my game looking nice. And then I'm running on medium to low settings just because I want the best performance possible. If you're having some issues with performance, I would recommend changing this dynamic high to low. It helped me out quite a lot. Yeah, and that's the videos for today, guys. If you are looking for any other videos or you're looking for any other tips, you know, please let me know down in the comment section below and I'll be more than willing to help you guys. That's the video for today, guys. If there is anything else that you guys need, let me know. Until the next one, soldier.